Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome. Welcome back to the awesome series we are having, the Dhurandhar series. Correct? We can call it as the Dhurandhar series. Okay. So now we have been covering various topics. Correct? We have been doing High Court, Supreme Court, etc., etc. Now it's the time to have a look at the grassroots of Indian democracy. Right? Now, when I say grassroots of Indian democracy, what do I mean by it? Yes, you are right. It is local self government in India. Okay. When we trace back the history of local self government, it traces back to ancient times when there were groupings and meetings like sabhas and samitis. From those came the concept of village. From those committees, meetings, sabhas, samitis came the concept of village, and from village came the concept of local self government. Correct? So you can say local self government was propounded by Gandhiji also. Correct? It was propounded, he wanted Ram Raj. So he wanted, Gandhiji wanted that there should be self ruling villages, self governing villages, right? So as I told, the Gandhian vision is there, the village. Correct? The approach should be bottom up. Swaraj, self rule. He told that village councils must hold real decentralized power as the foundation of Indian democracy. So the real power should be in village councils. Okay, a concession in the constitution. So Article 40 was inserted as DPSP, that state shall take steps to organize village panchayats. This is a Gandhian DPSP, Gandhian principle, right? So it was Gandhiji's vision to take village as the real power head, a bottom up approach. From bottom it should go up, from village to district, district to state, state to center, like that. Nehruvian model was a bit different. The core unit he believed was nation, state and industry. Nehru wanted centralized and planning industrialization. Villagers were viewed as backward, and caste ridden decentralization risked reinforcing regressive local hierarchy. So Jawaharlal Nehru wanted nation and state and industry to be the hardcore center, whereas Gandhiji wanted village as the center. So result, initial constitutional design lacked formal space for local self-government. So local self-government was there, but it was not constitutionalized. It was not onto real, authority with power, a legitimate authority. Okay, so here just a difference. Please remember this article, very very important, Article 40 DPSP on local government. Okay, so let us go ahead. Let us see further. For evolution of the uh, local self government, there were various committees which were set up. Correct. First was Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. Balwant Rai Mehta. This coined democratic decentralization. Now, there is a word called democratic decentralization. Means what? It means the power from centers and state. This some powers to be given to rural government or local government. Some powers from center and state should be devolved to local government. So Balwant Rai Mehta committee, it proposed a three-tier structure, three-tier system, correct? with direct village elections. They told that it should be a three-tier structure, which is now correct, with direct elections. It was adopted first by Rajasthan in 1959. So, if ever a question comes, which state was the first to adopt a three-tier structure of local government, it was Rajasthan. Okay. Then came another committee called Ashok Mehta Committee in 1977, 20 years later. It proposed a two-tier system, demanded constitutional status and official participation of political parties. Now, they told that there should be two-tier status, correct? One at district level, one at block level. Finish. District and block level. That's it. But see, from here we have taken the three-tier structure from Balwant Rai Mehta Committee recommendations. From Ashok Mehta, we took this constitutional status. So the constitutional status came from the Ashok Mehta Committee. Okay. Then came later LM Singhvi Committee. So it solidified the demand for constitutional status, which was demanded by Ashok Mehta Committee, and ensured regular elections and state finance commission. So from every point or the other, we have taken some recommendations. Correct? From LMCB committee, it was taken as state finance commission should be there. So there should be two bodies, state election commission and state finance commission. Why? These bodies are required to conduct regular independent elections and to handle the finances of local bodies. Okay, to handle elections independently. So, State Election Commission does elections for local government. Who does it for state? We have already seen Election Commission, correct? And Finance Commission. Let us go ahead. To give vision, give reality to DPSP, Article 40, Ashok Mehta Committee, Balwant Rai Mehta Committee, and LM Singhvi Committee, correct? To give real life to these articles, the government enacted 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay. This was for rural and 74th was for urban. Okay. We'll have a look one by one. 73rd Amendment, it added a part 9, Article 243 to 243O. Very important. Examination point of view, super important. Part 9 was added, Article 243 to 243O. Scope was Panchayati Raj institutions and it covers 2.46 lakh panchayats in India. Correct? So what was added? Part 9. Correct? 11th schedule was added. Before this we had only 10, but after 73rd Amendment Act, 11th schedule was added. Now this schedule had some subjects. So our union list, state list, and concurrent list, they have some subjects, powers. Same thing of list of powers and subjects were given to 11th schedule also with 29 subjects like agricultural land or whatever it is. When it was enacted? April 24, 1990. This is very important. Part 9 was added, 11th schedule was added, where it is mentioned DPSP Article 40, Gandhian principles. 11th schedule has 29 subjects. This has to be marked up. Okay. Then, in the similar manner, 74th CAA was also introduced, and Part 9A was added. That was under from Article 243 to 243 ZG. So for Panchayat rural, it is 243 to 243 O. For them, it is 243 P to 243 ZG. So Article 243 is the largest article of Indian Constitution. Correct? You can see na 243, and then you start clause A, B, C, D till O, and then P, then Z, then ZG. Okay, Part 9A was added, and 12th schedule was added. Now, here we had 29 subjects. Here we had 18 subjects. 18 subjects. June 1, 1993. Just in gap of 2 months. Correct? Just in a gap of 2 months. This uh, subject to this panchayati raj or municipality is very important for examination point of view. Also, it is important to understand the basic governance of the country, the grassroots democracy. So we should know that the grassroots democracy, how it holds itself. Correct? What is the structure? Not just as an examination candidate, we should know it as a citizen also. That's what I mean to say. Okay. So we saw the Gandhian vision, Nehru vision, we saw the committees. So you should remember, you can remember this committee like this: bus, बहुत हुआ. We say na, bus बहुत हुआ. Bus, Balwant Rai Mehta, Ashok Mehta, and Singhvi, LM Singhvi committee. Okay, then we saw the constitutional amendment. This both constitutional amendments came in 1992. Many a times they can ask the year. Now, how is the structure of uh, the this one? Okay, what is the structure? Let us have a look. So, from starting from the base level, first level is the Gram Panchayat, village level, directly elected executive body. Village level is the directly elected executive body. It is headed by Sarpanch, and it manages sanitation, water, primary health. Now, these are the subjects. We had 29 subjects, no? These are a few of them. Correct? So, Gram Panchayat is a directly elected executive body headed by Sarpanch. Okay? Gram Sabha, the engine of direct democracy, Article 243A. Composition: all registered voters. It approves budgets, social audits, beneficiary selection. Very, very important. Important from democracy point of view, also, and examination point of view, both. Correct? This is the first level. Then we have the second level, Panchayat Samiti. Gram Panchayat, then Panchayat Samiti is block level. Block. This is village level. This is block level. Intermediate tier headed by indirectly elected block pramukh, bypassed if population less than 20 lakh. Just a moment. So this second one is Panchayat Samiti, correct? Or you can say block, correct? Block level. Now this can be skipped Skip. If population is less than 20 lakhs. In this case, directly this will happen. This whole block can be skipped. If the population is less than 20 lakh, the second can be skipped. It is indirectly elected body at Panchayat Samiti. Okay, it is headed by a block pramukh. Like Sarpanch at Gram level, we have block pramukh, and third level we have Zilla Parishad. Now this is district level, Zilla. It is a supervisory role on these two. It headed by indirectly elected Adhyaksh coordinates with IAS. So the IAS officers becomes the chief executive officer, CEO of Zilla Parishad. They are usually IAS officers. Okay. Okay. So IAS officers heading this. This is the structure. Now you should remember the names, the functions, and how the election is done. And please remember this 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs, if it is less than 20 lakhs, it can be skipped. It will directly jump from 1 to level 3. Okay, this was about the function. Next. So, this is about the local self government, correct? Local self government, rural. We saw till now rural, correct? There is also urban local self government. Now, let us have a look at the urban local bodies, the urban blueprint, correct? Urban local bodies. So first we have Nagar Panchayat. Nagar, it means town. Nagar Panchayat, correct? These are transitional areas from rural to urban. Demographically, they are transitional areas. They are neither completely city nor completely rural. They are transitional. Authority holds the least financial and administrative power, correct? So it is at the grassroots level. It keeps the least level, Nagar Panchayat. Just you can associate it with Gram Panchayat. This is also a three-tier structure. Okay, first, second, third. Now, second comes Nagar Palika. Nagar Palika. These are transitional areas, but these are urban areas, but small urban areas, but smaller urban areas. That is why they are Nagar Palika. Deliberative Council headed by a chairperson. Limited executive authorities there. Deliberative means discussions will happen, debates will happen. Correct? First level Nagar Panchayat, second level municipal council, and third is municipal corporation. Now, this corporation will come whenever the population is more than 10 lakhs, or if it is a metropolitan like Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai. Correct? That the population has to be more than 10 lakhs. Nagar Nigam. Nagar Panchayat, Nagar Palika, Nagar Nigam. Nagar Panchayat, Nagar Palika, Nagar Nigam. Okay. Large urban areas, metropolitans. So, tripartite system, deliberative bodies there directly elected from wards. So, in municipal corporation, the corporation is divided into many wards. Then election happens. Mayor is the head of the council and municipal commissioner is for executive head, usually an IAS, municipal commissioner. Special purpose agencies, development authorities operate parallel to this system, often bypassing ULB accountability. Okay, so we saw three-tier structure for panchayat. We saw three-tier structure for municipal part. Correct? Just a matrix for you. Okay. Just representing a matrix. Have a look. For rural, we have part 9. Correct? 11th schedule was added. Remember 29 subjects. Agriculture, minor forest produce, all these things. Correct? Election oversight will be kept by State Election Commission. This is same for both. Correct? Article 243K, 243ZE. And financial review done by State Finance Commission. Again, same for both. These two bodies are created only for that. Okay. And then we have proportionate SC/ST. One very important point which I would like to tell you is here reservation is there 1/3 for women and proportional representation for SC/ST. Proportional representation for SC/ST. So there is reservation in local government bodies. Okay, in both proportionate for SC/ST and minimum 1/3. For urban, we have part 9A which was added, 12th schedule, correct? 18 schedules, 18 subjects like urban planning, solid waste, etc. Then we have State Election Commission, as I told, State Finance Commission, and there is reservation. So this one slide contains so many questions which can come from this slide only. Okay. Now, I told you there is SC/ST proportionate to pollution, reservation is there, and 1/3 of total seats for women. Correct? Several states have elevated this to 50%, like Bihar. So, Bihar, it was first state to do this, to elevate this 1/3 reservation to 50%, half. So, who was the first state? Bihar. Okay. OBC triple test filter. So we have a dedicated commission for that. State must conduct an empirical inquiry into local political backwardness. Proportionality is that test of proportionality. And then we have 50% ceiling. So total reserve seat SC, ST, OBC combined shall not exceed more than 50%. Okay. So how the planning works? So in panchayats, we have district planning committee. Article 243 ZT, all panchayats and municipalities in a district, correct? What is the structure? Minimum 4/5 elected from local bodies, and it consolidates into a draft development plan. So district planning committee, 4/5 will be from elected from local bodies. Similarly, we have like district planning committee. Here we have a metropolitan planning committee. Same thing, Article 243 ZE. It plans from bodies within a metropolitan, that is area or population 10 lakh or more. Minimum 2/3. Here 4/5. Here it is 4/5. Here it is 2/3 minimum. And unified draft development plan for complex area. So you have to remember these two bodies: Metropolitan Planning Committee, MPC, and District Planning Committee. They will make plans, and these two plans will get combined and go as a unified master plan to state government. Most states have failed to constitute DPCs and MPCs meaningfully, resulting in disjoint regional planning. Now, this has to be done for every state, but many states avoid this. Correct? District Planning Committee and Metropolitan Planning Committee. Correct? So we have exceptions. So there is something called Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Areas Act. We have Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Areas Act 1996. Extends Part 9 with tribal centric modifications to scheduled areas. Okay. The shields power. So resource ownership is there, absolute ownership of minus for produce, economic protection is given, correct? Control over money lending to STs. Cultural preservation is there, power to regulate, prohibit sale of liquor, Land security is there, power forcefully restore unlawfully alienated tribal land, or mandatory consultation required before land acquisition. So 73rd CA exempted fifth schedule areas. We have schedules, right? So territory, emoluments, affirmation oath, Rajya Sabha, scheduled areas, fifth one, correct? So PESA applies to fifth one, fifth scheduled areas. This was to protect scheduled tribes, okay, as minorities. I hope we are clear with this, correct? Then we have three F's: functions, functionaries, and finances. 29 rural and urban subjects are there, we saw, correct? Then we saw the functionaries, independent bureaucratic support, independent staff mayors clash with IAS commissioner usually. Fiscal autonomy is usually compromised. Reality PRIs generate 1% revenue from own taxes. Correct. State Finance Commission recommendations are usually ignored because they are non-binding. Non-binding. Lenses quality into basis less than 20% of states fully developed. Devolved 29 subjects. These 29 subjects, state government has to devolve to rural government. But not all the states government have devolved them. That is the problem. These are the demerits. Okay. So we have seen one third of the representation. Correct. Ram Sabha is the supreme engine of direct participatory democracy. Urban local bodies have full authority over urban planning and development. Independent financial review by state financial commissions. This is important. State finance commissions is for that. Correct. Sarpanch Pati culture is there. So if the wife in selection, still the person husband sits in the meetings. Meeting rarely hit the mark 4 times year target. So this meeting should happen 4 times in a year, but rarely it happens. These are the demerits shown. Correct. So we saw various things about the Panchayati Raj systems. Correct. We saw the structure, committees, correct, of rural as well as urban. We saw comparative matrix. Also, we saw what is PESA, District Planning Committee, Metropolitan Planning Committee. These two both are important, correct? Then we saw the second ARC recommendations. This was ARC means Administrative Reforms Commission. They told that combine municipal council and executive functions under empowered mayor, give everything to mayor, correct? And we also talk about e-Gram Swaraj. This is what? This is digital governance, part of digital governance mandating digital platforms for e-financial management. And we also had a Swamitwa scheme in which drone mapping to provide property cards, reducing land disputes and establishing a base. So, Swamitwa scheme, please remember Swamitwa scheme. Okay, so this was all about the Panchayati Raj system and municipal system, that is the local self government of India. Correct? Rural as well as urban. Please remember Article 40 as the article and 243 to 243O. This is the largest article. Please remember this is for rural local self government, and then we have P onwards, 243P onwards, urban government. Right? Yes. Now, let us practice some MCQs. Correct? Now is the time for some MCQs. If we don't practice, how we will become perfect? Right? We need perfection through practice. So let us have a look. Let us have some questions. Okay. 73rd Constitution Amendment Act, which gave constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institutions, came into force in which year? So see, sometimes they will ask year also. So we know it. It is 1993. Correct? 1993. The amendment was passed in 1992, but it came force in 24th April 1993. Now it is celebrated as National Panchayati Raj Day. So please remember, this is from static point of view also. 24th April is the National Panchayati Raj Day. 24th April. It added Part 9, 11th schedule to the Constitution. 73rd Amendment Act. When did it come? 1993. Okay. From this you remember 3 and this 1993. That's how you can remember. Correct? Very, very important. Please keep this in mind. Okay. Next. Which schedule of the Indian Constitution lists 29 subjects transferred to Panchayati Raj institution? It is asking us the schedule number. So what are the schedules? If you remember, tiers of old TM. This is the best trick for all the schedules. Territory, emoluments, affirmation, Rajya Sabha, scheduled areas, other scheduled areas, federal provisions, official languages, land reforms, anti-defection, panchayat, and municipality. So panchayat, 29 subjects are in 11th schedule. Correct? Again, it was added by 73rd Amendment Act and it has 29 functional items. Please remember 29, like agriculture, land improvement, rural housing, drinking water, roads, all these. Okay, so we need to remember various things. 73rd, 11th schedule, correct? Article 243, 29 items in 11th schedule, like this. Okay, 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution is related to. So I told you 11 is Panchayat, 12th is PM, like PM, Prime Minister, you remember, urban local bodies. So 12th schedule was added by 74th Amendment, correct? And it added Part 9A to the Constitution. It deals with all the urban local bodies like Nagar Panchayat, Nagar Palika, and Nagar Nigam, correct? Next. Under the 73rd Amendment Act, which article mandates the constitution of a state finance commission every 5 years? Now, see, they are asking the article number. So, that is Article 243I. 243I mandates the governor to constitute state finance commission every 5 years. The finance commission is appointed by president. Its state finance commission is appointed by the governor. Governor. Okay. Please keep in mind 243I is the article. Okay. Now some statement based questions I have brought for you. Consider the following about Gram Sabha. It consists of all registered voters in the village. It is a body at the Gram Panchayat level. Its powers and functions are determined by central government. It is mentioned under Article 24, 243B of the Constitution. Now tell me which of the statements are correct. Recently, as exams like SSC and I think even railway also, they have started bringing statement based problems. Okay. So, which of the following statement is wrong? This is wrong. It doesn't come from central government, rather state. Correct? So, our answer will be 1, 2, and 4. Registered voters in the village, correct. It is a body at Gram Panchayat, yes, correct. And mentioned in 243B. Gram Sabha is all registered voters. It is the Gram Panchayat level body, correct? The powers are determined by state legislature, not the central government. Okay? These things are pretty important to be followed. Okay? Which article deals with reservation of seats for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and women in panchayats? Very important. Which article is that which deals with reservation? That is 243D. It mandates reservation for seats in panchayat, not less than one third, and proportional reservation for this. So this one third in some states it is 50% also, half also, correct? Like Bihar. Okay. Balwant Rai Mehta Committee recommended which structure for Panchayati Raj? Just now we saw. Was it a one tier, two tier, or three tier? So he recommended a three tier, that committee recommended a three-tier structure: Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, and Zilla Parishad. And that is how it was incorporated in 73rd CAA. Correct? That is how it was incorporated in the similar manner. It was taken in the similar manner. Okay. Next, we have again a statement based question that they are asking about urban local bodies. They derive constitutional status from 74th Amendment. The State Election Commission conducts elections to urban local bodies. Ward committees are mandatory only in cities with population above 3 lakhs. The 12th schedule contains 29 functions of urban local bodies. You have to tell which of the statements are correct. They derive constitutional status from 74th. Yes, correct. 73rd Panchayat, 74th Municipality. The State Election Commission conducts election to ULBs. Yes, correct. Ward committees are mandatory only in cities with population above 3 lakhs. Yes, it is correct. 12th schedule contains 29 functions. No. How many functions? They contain 18 functions for ULPs. 11th schedule, this has 18 functions and this has 29 functions for panchayats. Okay. Next, we have concept of district planning committee is provided under which article? A direct question and a direct answer is ZD. 243 ZD talks about district planning committee in every district to consolidate plans. Okay, that is important. Which of the following committees recommended Panchayati Raj reform before the 73rd Amendment? Before the 73rd Amendment, it is asking. Okay, now which were these? Ashok Mehta, GVK Rao, LM Singhvi. So all of them. Okay, so remember like this: bags. This is the chronology. Okay, bags. Balwant Rai Mehta, Ashok Mehta, GVK Rao, and Singhvi, LM Singhvi committee. Okay, so 1977 Ashok Mehta, 85 GVK Rao, LM Singhvi 86, and Balwant Rai Mehta 1957. Okay, this is important. So please remember all the four committees. So easy to remember: bags. Balwant Rai Mehta, Ashok Mehta, GVK Rao, and LM Singhvi. Statement based. They are asking about State Finance Commission, constituted every 5 years by governor. Yes, correct. Recommendations are binding on state government. No, that is wrong. If second statement is wrong, this is eliminated. This is eliminated. It reviews the final position of panchayat and ULBs. Correct. And its first constitution was mandated with 1 year of the 73rd Amendment. Correct. So this is also correct. So the correct option is, so it is all about SFCs. Recommendations are advisory, they are not binding. Which article provides for continuance of existing laws relating to panchayat after 73rd Amendment Act? So which article provides for existing laws relating to panchayat? That is 243N. Okay. It provides that existing laws relating to panchayat continue until 1 year from commencement of 73rd. Okay. So 243N. Next, we have the sixth schedule of Indian Constitution. Autonomous District Council applies to tribal areas of which states? See, Autonomous District Council, sixth schedule. It applies to Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Okay. Remember, PESA was for fifth schedule. Okay. Panchayat Extension to Schedule Areas Act. So AMTM. Remember, AMTM. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. AMTM. Okay. Next, we have a statement based again. It is asking about Nagar Panchayat, constituted for a transitional area from rural to urban. Correct. Provided in the Article 243Q. Correct. It has directly elected council, correct. Term is 6 years? No. Term is 5 years. Correct. The term of Nagar Panchayat is 5 years, not 6 years. Correct. Next, last question for today. Principle of subsidiarity in local self governments means what? Subsidiarity. Principle of subsidiarity means what? What do you think it means? Decisions should not be made at the lowest competent level. Subsidiarity is the principle that political decisions should be taken at the lowest level of government competent to address them effectively. It is the philosophical basis for devolution to panchayat and local bodies. So decisions should be made at the lowest competent level. That is why we have central government, state government, and then local government. Lowest means not hierarchically lowest, it is the grassroot at the people level. So this is also called direct democracy. Direct democracy. Correct. So these were some of the most important MCQs from local self government. We saw many things. We saw the structure, comparative matrix, structure of urban local bodies, rural local bodies. We saw the Amendment 73rd Amendment Act, 74th Amendment Act. Correct. Various committees. Please remember these four committees, bags. Okay. Balwant Rai Mehta, Ashok Mehta, GVK, and LM Singhvi. Okay. So, friends, this was all about the local self government of India. We'll be meeting further with more topics, more information, and more learning. Stay tuned with me. Please view the previous videos which I have uploaded. All the videos are with practice questions for you. Please practice them, and we'll meet soon. Thank you.